once Arjaya said philosophically, I quote, "Actually, if you see, we are all living on a Lanka, that is the river bank island. The sea is all around us, and rivers go to the sea," unquote. And if Arjaya's saying is not necessarily, it can be supplemented with statistics from official records, which I'm not going to do, but I can do it if you want. I can refer to the official records, which actually say that the number of fish in the Godavari river have shrunk. Fish eggs are not, there are not many fish eggs in the Godavari, and even official records quote dams and deforestation and expanding agricultural practices as one of the many reasons for the decline in fish numbers in Godavari. So what are the uses that a river fulfills? It's linked to the idea of the kind of kind of life the river is allowed to live. And here the communities with deepest bonds, who know the river most and best, they know best about the health of a river and river system. And they bear the most brunt of its death and decay in quality. And I'll end with just one, official press release to make my last point. This official press release came in June 2009. It was sent to us by this information officer from Andhra Pradesh sitting in Delhi. This was after the APCM, then YSR, meeting some ministries in Delhi, requesting some SOPs for Andhra Pradesh. One of the requests was, request to instruct the government of Maharashtra to stop the construction of 11 barrages intended to utilize above their share of water. I'm quoting, "The states of Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh have concluded an agreement on 6/10/1975 over utilization of waters of river Godavari in the basin area above Pochampad Dam. In terms of the said agreement, Maharashtra can use 60 TMC of water for its new projects above Pochampad Dam. Pochampad Dam Sri Ram Sagar project was constructed across Godavari by Andhra Pradesh to cater to the irrigation and drinking water needs of 7 districts of Telangana, and Godavari river is only source of survival for the inhabitants of these districts. Government of Maharashtra is constructing 11 barrages across river Godavari between Jaikwadi and Sri Ram Sagar project." Unquote. Then they say, I quote, "Government, it is therefore requested to instruct the government of Maharashtra to stop the construction of 11 barrages intended to utilize," again they repeat, "over and above their share of water," unquote. So the last point is important insofar as the construction of so many projects on the entire stretch of Godavari is most certainly going to impact the future of the river itself, as well as the ambitious, foolhardy design of the Polavaram project as well. And it is this, language of the state that ultimately kills a live river and a river's life, as also the lives of the people who are living with the river. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I had no idea what kind of a paper you were going to present. This has been a revelation. It now open to the floor for questions and comments.
Good evening. I don't have a question as such, but I would like to say, I would congratulate first of all Dr. Iyer on this series of Dying River, and also ma'am on whatever she said about Godavari. I'm working on the Ganga River Basin Management Plan, and I'm sure I've missed the series on Ganga. But I do hydrological modeling, very hardcore software, but the insight that you gave onto the pisciculture, if I can name it, and the people, the life of the river. We are also trying to, first of all, list, how it is to get data, from the government to use. So we're trying to list how many projects we have, how many barrages there are, how many canals there are, and it would really shock me to really find out how many fish really suffer in this whole process, and the livelihoods of. So if you can explain a little bit, if there's anything else that I'm sure you've been very detailed in your discussion, anything else that we can really, to give it a more human touch. We're trying to give a water balance. As you know, it's the Ganga project.
Can I just I just want to show one particular photograph.
Please, because I think
Which-
I came a little late actually also.
Okay, and I can't show all of them, but some specific photographs I'd like to show, which is symbolic of what I'm trying to say. That I can start by saying, and then maybe you can check, but I'd like to first show the photograph. Then- In the balancing on the balancing reservoir. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll just focus on that photograph first. Balancing on the balancing reservoir. This is the Alaganur balancing reservoir that was built by the government of Andhra Pradesh. This is part of the modernization project of KC Canal. That man over there, he's a WUA member, that is Water Users Association. I mean, when I took the photograph, that was not the point. Later I understood, and the symbolism struck me so well. Because when you're talking, he's a man, he told me, you please come, I do this act. He's got some awards for doing this. He stays longest on this river, even for 1 hour like that, still. Because he does some yoga or something, so he can just float like that, and he wanted me to take a picture. At that point it was done to please him. When you go with a camera, they ask you to take a photograph, you have to take it. So I did that. But what it actually signifies for me, it's symbolic of dead river, a dead storage. The man lying on it is also for me symbolic of a dead structure called Water Users Association. I have gone through that KC Canal modernization project area, and I realize how Water Users Association is also one kind of a logic of the state to show that there is a participatory management of river. But there is actually no participation. It still remains the upstream and the downstream. The politics remains the same. And this particular reservoir was actually a waste of money. Because even these people, these Water Users Associations people tell me that instead of building this reservoir, wasting so much water, they could have just built some channel in order to take the water to the other areas, especially downstream. This was built as a sort of balancing so that at some point later, YSR could connect it to Rayalaseema. So there is a lot of politics that has gone on, and this particular photograph, since you're asking me, it just struck me that I should show this particular photograph of what really a dead, how you can kill the flow and store it for no ostensible purpose, which doesn't serve the purpose for which it was necessarily built. But if you talk of the fishing communities, just talking to them is good enough for you to realize their movements, which are based on the movement of fish. And there's a lot of records available as to how many species of fish are no longer available in the river. I do not know about Ganga, but at least in Godavari, the Zoological Survey of India has actually identified list of species. They have actually given a recommendation for having fish sanctuaries on Godavari, but the government has never taken that seriously. So I do not know if I've answered your question, but it just occurred to me to say this.
Yeah, it's a beautiful illustration. As a fact, I know Hilsa, which is quite a delicacy in the Ganga and the Podda we share, in Bangladesh. That is quite on the verge of extinction. So
In Andhra Pradesh also, in the Kapileshwarapuram that is built, Kapileshwarapuram is a river, is a village just next to the headlocks of the colonial Anicut. And because of the colonial Anicut, down the years, so much of siltation and stagnation of water has happened. The fishermen do not anymore get the fish called pulasa. Pulasa is even mentioned in the Godavari Gazetteer of 1915 as being a delicacy. They used to get it even about 20 years before this. And it's a huge fish, but it has stopped coming down because of the sand mining. I showed some pictures. Lot of sand mining has been happening on that river ever since the Polavaram Dam project started. So the contestation on the river is from various quarters. The fish that was called pulasa is no longer alive in this particular area, which used to be there before the Anicut was built. So it's just like the Hilsa.